Hey guys, JH, welcome to Practice Tee. Nice stiff breeze today, as always, as always. And people wonder why I play as well as I do in the wind. They say, JH, the wind never worries you. I think I was born in a blizzard, in a tornado. Okay guys, couple of things. Someone asked me a very interesting question the other day and said, JH, what are the absolute feels that you have in your golf swing when you're really swinging well? What are they for you? And I guess, guys, there's a couple of things. But the most important when I'm really swinging well is what I call pressure down. And that is, when I say pressure down, guys, I mean pressure down. I push down so much with my hands going back, like that. If I had my knuckles down and there was a table there with sandpaper on it, I'd skin my knuckles. That's what I want to feel. Not only in the backswing, but in the downswing as well. On the downswing, I actually feel like there's more pressure down. What I'm saying is I don't give up the pressure down. I have it in the backswing and I have it in the downswing. I don't give it up. Martin Ayres used to use that term. He said, once I've twirled, I don't give up the twirl. He didn't just twirl it in the backswing, he held the twirl in the downswing. Well, I hold the pressure down. And what is the pressure down? Guys, it's that. It's pushing down. I push down on the club head going back. I pull it back with my negative load, but I push down, almost like I'm doing that. If I released my central core stability rod, if I had a rod down through my spine, if I release that, the pressure down is so great in the backswing, it would pull me over here. So you have to resist that. And I hold that pressure down absolutely in the downswing as well. Keep pressuring down here. Now the other thing that I really do have when I'm striking the ball well, and when my striking goes off, and I trace it back immediately, and that is to what I call the angular hitchhiker. That thumb there, my really good ball striking is when I get that lead thumb doing that through the ball. Comes in here, and those two bones in the forearm, the radius bone, and I just get those two bones to just get that forearm to just rotate. I said, the reason I backed out there, guys, I said, I'm not going to use technical terms anymore because people don't understand them. There's no point. If you're not an orthopedic surgeon or a biomechanist or something, there's no point in using terminology. I'm not going to do that. I backed out of doing that years ago, even though I know probably as much about, you know, the basic anatomics of the body and the musculature and the bone structures and the way we work anatomically. There's no point if you don't know that. I'm not saying that all of you don't know that. But what I do, guys, I basically just turn that forearm over. That thumb, and how do I turn it over? I get that thumb and I do that. I don't roll it like that. The hand comes through, it goes out on that angle there, and I roll it there. I'm hitchhiking that way. There. And the more I get that, guys, the more I get a really good release, good rotation, or squaring up at the club face. Remember, in channel lock, the club goes that way, we fire in or out, but the club face releases towards the target. Our target is here, but our attack line is there. So I really do feel that. And the other thing, so pressure down, pressure down, pressure down, and it's, and then it's here, there. Fire that out there. Now the other thing, guys, in conjunction with turning that hand down, again when my striking goes off and I get a bit slappy, immediately, straight away I know what it is. And it's this. It's Hogan's three hands, three right hands. The three right hands. Hogan said, I wish I had three right hands. Why did he wish he had three right hands? Because he hit so hard with that right hand, or his trail hand. Tommy Armour used to say, smack the hell out of it with the right hand. That's what he said in his book. But you should never say that if you're an instructor. You should say smack the hell out of it with your trail hand. What's the point in smacking the hell out of it with your right hand if you're a left-handed player? I never understand that with instructors. They talk about right hand, left hand, all that type of stuff. It should be lead hand, trail hand. Never really understood that. And I see some of the really good teachers doing it. Okay, so that trail hand, what is it? Guys, it's this. As I come in here, as I'm turning that lead hand down, I'm smacking it with that trail hand. I'm smacking it. How do I smack it? As hard as I can. Is it a deliberate hit? You bet your life it's a deliberate hit. When I don't hit the ball well, I get this going. I get this sort of pull through, slappy, flappy type thing. There's no hit. When I'm hitting it really well, watch how deliberate this hit is. So I'm really hitting that hard with that trail hand. Now you would think, if you did that and you were sort of a learner or someone that didn't have a lot of proficiency in a golf swing, that could cause you to do that. But because I've got some semblance of coordination and I've hit a lot of shots, I can hit as hard as I like with that trail hand and I don't get that trail side coming out. You don't want to take your trail side with it, guys. You're only hitting with your trail hand, not your trail side, just your trail hand. Your trail side is passive. That's the point I want to make. The trail side is passive, but the trail hand is really active. I mean, that's really hitting it hard with that trail hand. See how quiet the body is? Over with the cows again today. Guys, that's just hitting it really hard with that trail hand. Maybe it doesn't look like that, but I got to tell you, I really am hitting that hard with the trail hand to the point that I feel in that pressure down sometimes going back that I'm taking it back with that trail hand. I pressure down with that trail hand and then I pressure down with the trail hand and I smack it with that trail hand. So here we are. Pressure down, pressure down, pressure down, hitchhike on a tangent and smash it with that trail hand. They're the three things that I really do feel when I'm swinging well. Like that. See how quiet the body is? See the feet are down. The body's just a support mechanism for the power applicator, which is the arms and the hands. The body doesn't move fast, guys. So there's no point trying to get it into the hit. It's not connected to the club head. Your hands are connected to the club head. They're the things that move. All right, now I'm warmed up after 3 shots. I'll absolutely smash this. I'll do a lot of turn down and a lot of pressure down. And we've got no clouds here today, guys, so on the next video I'm going to get over here, hit some shots down range, and it's really blowy. So it'll be good to see how I'm controlling the ball flight, and we should be able to see perfect ball flight today because not a cloud in the sky. All right, watch this. Now the other thing, as May Norman says, watch this. Now the other thing is, when I'm really swinging well, I have a really smooth, slowish tempo. And when I get out of that, and I'm the worst guy in the world, guys, because I'm a Pedro the Swift. Everything I do is quick. So I have to fight that normal quickness. But for me, I need to really feel most of the time this. Really nice, smooth, quiet tempo. Come on, Jason. See, I'm sitting back on that trail side. Why am I sitting back on the trail side? Because I want to hit away from myself. I want the arms to extend and go forward. I don't want to go forward. I just want the arms and the club to extend. I don't want to go forward. Now that's about as smooth and as slow as I would go, because that's my tempo. But I get quick. I get quick. And I would have thought, and I really thought in the earlier days, and I never started playing, I was 34, But I often thought that, and I was always quick, and I often thought, well, when I get to 50 or whatever, I'm going to slow down. I haven't slowed down one bit. And now into my 70s and soon into my 80s, I haven't slowed down at all. Okay, now this is it, guys. Pressure down, roll over, smack it with the trail hand. Like that. Look at this, guys. Woo, hallelujah. So windy. Oh, I love that contact. Now, if I had those 3 or 4 things together, they're the things I feel in my golf swing, and I don't really have to think about them. They come as feelings, but when one of them is missing, I can isolate very quickly that it is missing. Just hit a couple of 3-woods. 38-inch 3-wood, guys. Watch this. Wow! Hopefully you'll be able to see this on video when we go downrange. Guys, 38-inch 3-wood. Mr. X was here yesterday, just bombing it. Just bombing it. 250. 250 metres with this. It's crazy. Okay, lots of pressure down. Now for a couple of the guys, guys, if you're having trouble staying closed, you've really got to work on having that lead leg bent, because the lead leg bent will keep the lead hip, it's probably a long video, keep the lead hip bent and, keep the lead hip corralled, torso corralled and the shoulder corralled. Very easy to do that, and it's very hard to stay closed if you do that. So for everybody in channel lock, guys, you've got to cultivate and just hit a bunch of shots like I'm hitting here, with the legs bent and that lead leg down. Hit some shots like that. I could play golf like that. And I do that a lot sometimes to reinforce what I'm trying to do. Pressure down, pressure down. Okay, nice tempo. That's what I like about the short club. You just middle it every time. Come on. You'll see it when we start hitting downrange. It's just crazy how good those shots are. For me, when I say they're good shots, I don't mean that I'm a great ball striker. I mean they're good for me. My level of play. Everything I do is relative to me, guys. It's not, and I don't say it to suggest that I'm a great ball striker, but they're great shots for me because they're what I want to have happen. So watch this. Pressure down. And look here, guys, the club's here. All right, I'll just let that trail side relax a little bit, and I'll just hit more of a normal channel lock shot that I would. That's normal channel lock shot. Pressure down, pressure down. Same shot every time, as you'll see when we get downrange. Horrible wind, head and across. Okay, come on, Jays, give this one a twist. Come on. I'm really turning that thumb into the ground, guys. Hitting a couple of shots because I want you to see it. Really turning that thumb, and I'm really hitting it with that trail hand. It's as good as old JH can hit it. Okay, the tempo's quick because I'm trying to do it quick on the video. I'll slow the tempo down. Okay, this would be normal procedure. That's what I would do. I would take my grip here, see the target, put my trail hand on, come over here, measure out, come in here, and hammer it. That's my procedure when I play. That's about the speed that I play. Yeah, so here it is here. Club in the lead hand, comes across to the trail hand, come in here, measure out, take the stance. Okay, one of the guys, I think it was Rick Heidman, Rick asked about and said he's having great success with flaring his trail foot out. And he's flaring it right out, and he said, is that too radical? I would say to everybody, flare your trail foot out as much as you can. I forget it. But for me, and being as inflexible as I am in my hip extensors, the more I can flare my trail foot out, the more hip turn I get. So Rick, thanks for reminding me. But to answer your question of is it too radical to flare it out as much as you like, buddy. Here we go. And what I mean flare, just turn it there. Now that looks like the ball's come up, guys, but it hasn't. Thank you, Rick. Oh, wow. The contact is fantastic when you do that. As Mo Norman says, fantastic. Wow. It just gives, and you probably can't see much the difference in the hip turn, but it just gives me a little bit more freedom. That was the best shot of the day. Thank you, Rick. The wind is like 40 k's. Watch this, guys. Flare that foot out, flare it out. Wow. I'm struggling to keep my hat on, guys. Should have brought my cap. Watch this. Flare it out. Thank you, Rick. Wow. So guys, you can turn it out as much as you like. Okay, because it's a long video, a couple of things here. For somebody that has trouble starting their golf swing, the best start to any golf swing I ever saw in my life was Sam Snead. He had that little precursor. Gary Player was great. Gary Player had his. But Sam Snead had something quite unusual. Sam was here and he would turn this hip a little bit like that. He'd just do that. And when I saw that, I played like that for a long time. Hit it great. Went away from it. Don't know why I went away from it. But if you have trouble starting your backswing, just do that. I haven't tried it today, I only thought about it coming out. Get in here, flare the foot. Get in here, just turn that a little bit. Wow, you got to see that ball fly. You got to see that ball fly. It's just like a little spring rebound. Wow, you should have seen that. Here we are. Turn that foot out. A little bit of this. Yeah. Wow, thank you, Sam. It's just a little here before we go back. It's just an opposite. Action reaction. I did a video once, big long video. It was actually a golf swing that I was going to introduce commercially called Action Reaction. And that's what it was. It was over there and then it was over here. So we have that, oh, it's so windy. So we got that here. Here. Oh, Sam, thank you very much. Don't know if you can see that, guys, but there's a lot of hoot on that. A lot of hoot on that. Come on. come quick because I'm doing something. Okay, slow that down and do that. Wow. Come on. Turn that foot out. Here. It's just something that might help you with the start. Like Gary Player had his forward press. He'll be here and he'll go here. You don't have to go there if you don't want to, guys. It's just something to do. Well, I just hit 2 shots with normal channel lock. Go into that wind. 2 signs out here about 7 metres apart. Come on. Pressure down. Straight between the signs. Wow. Never moved. Never moved. Well, I'll finish off with a little bit of foot flare, nice tempo, pressure down, turn down. See how we go. Foot flare, pressure down. Best shot of the day. Okay guys, long video, but quite a few things there. We'll see what it's like. I'll put the camera over here and I'll hit some shots down range. I think we should see some today.